Hey, we're back with another video of Endzone, A World Apart. So we are currently playing the tutorial, and now our quest is we have to provide the homeless with a roof over their heads. So we have to build a shelter. Okay, so in the last video I was trying to build it, but I guess I couldn't because it was not unlocked yet because it's part of the tutorial. So we are now going to build a shelter. So a shelter is a large camp that can house a large number of settlers, but it is not suitable for starting a family. So I am going to place this maybe... I'll place this right around here. So that's the back of the houses. Hospital and school. So yeah, we'll place this right there, just like that. Okay, we're gonna speed up time a bit to get this built. So this takes wood, scrap, and cloth. We have a lot. Wow, we're up to 80 cloth. That's good. So we have 13 people that are homeless without houses. I'm hoping that maybe the very old adults will go and move into the shelter so that we can have the houses for the young adults and children. Okay, we're still waiting on wood. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, yeah, people are gonna work less. What is this? All settlers? Oh, this is new. We didn't have the option to choose who lived in the shelter. Well, that's fun. So we have the option to do all settlers, old and infertile, or all settlers. We're gonna go with old and infertile. That way we can have the houses left open for people who can have kids. We're gonna slow that down a bit.
Very good. Remember that when children grow up, they're going to leave their parents' house and look around for a new place to live. It might happen that they don't find any home at all. We ought to build a shelter to be able to provide all inhabitants with a roof over their heads.
Okay. So we got 10 new settlers by doing that.
I've already pointed out to you that it could become very dangerous if we were to run out of food at some point. Since a lot of people are going to be living in the new shelter, we ought to provide them with access to food in their vicinity. A hunting lodge can look for wildlife in the surrounding area to bring a little meat to the menu.
Okay. So we have to build a hunting lodge. Now, let's see. Food, hunting lodge. This doesn't lower attractiveness. So, but I still don't want to put it right beside the houses. So we're going to put it... I guess we can put it out over here more. Put it over here. So that is in a straight line with that. We'll do it right there. No, we just have to wait for that to get built. Let's check in. So we still have 14 homeless people. Okay, what do we have? Young adults, adults, very... Okay. Alright. Let's see here. So this is... Oh, okay, I see what's going on. So for now, I think I'm going to put it on all settlers just so we can curb the reproduction of children a little bit. I don't want to have a big baby boom right at the moment. So we're going to put all settlers. At least that way it'll get rid of our homeless. Okay, and it's raining, and this is a medium contaminated rain. So if we look, it's pretty green everywhere, and where it rains a lot, it will turn yellow the more that it rains. There's a interesting location. So these are things that you will actually be able to go and explore once you have the right buildings, the buildings that you need to be able to start the expeditions. Okay, so we'll turn that off and get some hunters. We'll get 2 hunters. Pretty sure we have 20 extra settlers. Yeah, okay. So we're good for food. Let's put 1 more person on fishing. We'll max out the hunting. We need more wood, so we'll max out the forester's lodge. Oh wow, herbs were good. Cloth, all that were good. Maybe the charcoal burner, we'll max that out as well. I'm gonna leave the hunting lodge work area like this. And they're not gonna get any because our food limit's too high. I will raise the food limit. Maybe by 500, just so we have an extra variety, because here it does talk about rich food, so the number of different types of food currently being stored at the settlement. So the provision of a large number of types of food together with herbs keeps the settlers healthy and lowers the risks of outbreak of a disease. So you want to have multiple food sources. And now our orchards are, whoops.
The hunting lodge equally provides us directly with food, but it functions somewhat irregularly because it relies on wildlife in the surrounding area. Nevertheless, it can be indispensable during a drought, because even the deer and wild boar still roam around the forest.
Okay. This one didn't have audio. That's weird. Okay, so however, wild animals can not only be shot, they can be captured too. When a wild animal has been captured, it can be brought to a pasture and serve as livestock there. In order to capture wild animals, you have to instruct your hunter to do this. You also ought to set up a pasture and assign a herder. Okay, so we're going to first build a pasture. I kind of want to build that near the houses so that the workers don't have to go very far. Oh wow, this is big. It's bigger than what I thought. Okay. We could put this, I'm gonna go down this way with the industrial. So we'll put this here. What does the building look like? So that looks like it might be the back. That looks like it might be the front. Yeah, okay. So we'll put this here like this. I'm gonna leave some room for a road. There we go. So they are going to get on building that. Okay, so we do have one homeless person, one homeless settler. Very old. We'll just wait it out a bit. How's our cemetery doing? Is it getting overcrowded? We have 26 out of 96 graves. Okay, that's good. Do we have any dead bodies anywhere? Nope. Okay, so our food here in this storage is now... Okay, let's see here. So you can look. So we have deer. or venison, and it's mildly radiated. But because normally our storage here is full, yeah, it's full completely. Okay, so our decontamination post, we are going to want to move the work area. Oh, I can't move the work area on this. Okay, well. Basically what'll happen is the people will come and gather the meat from here and put it in here. So it should get decontaminated before the people actually go to eat it. I wonder if I have any storage buildings yet. No. So our water's full. That's good. It's clean water as well. We have a good amount of coal, good amount of metal, great amount of cloth and plastic. That's good. Good on tools and radiation protection. Pasture. Okay. What are we missing? We're missing wood. All right. There's a... I really like the building styles in this game. You can tell that it's been made with just scrap pieces and... You can see some of the people who are wearing... Here, I'm going to try and pause it. I can't get any closer, but if I click on this person, you can kind of see that he's wearing the mask. Here you can see that he's wearing the radiation mask. So if I click on him, you see what he's wearing. So he does have the neck scarf and the activated charcoal. Okay, so our pasture is built. We're going to assign a settler. How many extra settlers do we have? 12. Okay. And so choose type of animal. We don't have any because we haven't captured any. So we are going to tell our hunters to hunt and capture. And nope. Okay. He hasn't captured anything. Let's see what kind of... Oh, so we can have chickens and buffalo and rabbits, goats, wild boars, and deer. Wow, that's a lot of different animals we can have. Okay, so why do I have a question mark? Because it needs animals. Okay. Nearby resources. Okay, so do we have any yet? Nope, they haven't captured any. Okay. Oh, maybe because it can only be capture? Yeah, okay. What do we have in the vicinity? We have boars. Okay. Not yet. So we now have 27 children, and all those, the next 6 children are going to be adults very soon. We have 4 people that are homeless. Everything is getting up to the maximum. What is this? This is cloth. Okay, we're gonna need storage soon. Okay, let's slow down time a bit. Let's see if we've captured any animals yet. And we have. So we have 1 boar. So we're gonna... 2 animals of this type are needed on the pasture so that they can reproduce. Okay. We'll start with 1 at least. Oh, there's no more... voice for Arthur. Alright then, so animals captured by hunter are brought to a pasture where they are tended to and cared for by herders. Some animals produce resources such as milk or eggs. Other animals can only be slaughtered to eat. You ought to find out for yourself which type of animal brings you which benefit. On each pasture, you can set which type of animal ought to be kept. you must provide the animals you keep on your pasture with water to enable them to survive and reproduce. As soon as enough animals are fully grown, the herder will start to slaughter these animals. If you don't want animals to be slaughtered, you can also instruct him not to slaughter. Okay, now your herders know how they ought to handle the animals. And now that you've already captured several animals, don't forget to instruct your hunters to hunt animals again in the future so that they can continue to gather and provide food.
With our increased production, our stockpile is going to run out soon. The supply routes for our production buildings are getting longer and longer too. To tackle these problems, you ought to build a temporary storeroom and have roads laid out.
Okay, so now we get to build roads and storage. Okay, so I only have one in here. I'm going to wait until they capture maybe one or two more, just so that they can start producing their own. And I'm happy Arthur's voice came back. Hopefully it'll be all voiced when the game is officially fully released. Okay, so build a temporary storeroom. All right, so we're going to build that in the vicinity of here. Okay, let's start off with roads first. All right. I'm going to build my road around the center of town. I'm going to go too wide for this. Okay, and this is gonna go up this way, and this is gonna go down that way. Okay, and we will do this, and that's, I think, in the way. Okay. Make a road here, all the way up to here. And bring our roads down into here. There we go for now. And make this one come up like that. Okay, so our people are going to build a road. So now I want to build a storeroom, but I want to build it in the vicinity of the decontamination post, because I do want it to be able to decontaminate the food that's the meat that's coming in with our pasture and that. So I will be putting that right around here. Okay, I don't want to block that road there, so we're going to do that right there. So that way the workers have less ground to cover to go store the things. Store the resources. Okay, we still only have one. What is this? Wild boar. Time until next animal will be born. Well, that's weird. Okay, so I have two now. So now they are making little piggies. So we are going to put this back on hunt. And it is going to tell me that there are no animals in the vicinity. Needs wild boar or roe. But that's because the animals actually do just walk on their own. So they will eventually come back. I mean, I could move the work area just a little. But see, there's some there. They just... Here, I'll move it like that. There's more forest. Okay, so now we have our boars that we captured, and they will produce new ones now. And let's see, what is this? Choose animal type. Okay, empty. Okay, empty the pasture. That means they are going to slaughter them all. Slaughter animals. So if slaughter is activated, animals that exceed the maximum number of animals set to be on this pasture will be slaughtered. Okay, so once we get to 7 animals, then they'll start harvesting meat. Okay, so now we're just waiting for this to be built. It's almost done. We are running low on wood. That's probably because of the charcoal kiln. So let's... Our Forester's Lodge is actually full.
Good. Temporary storerooms increase your settlement's general storage capacity. Place them in a targeted manner in order to shorten the routes for goods between your production buildings. Roads are equally a great benefit because settlers moving on roads can go distinctly faster than on a normal supporting surface. To improve the whole thing even further, we can build a market to improve logistics at the settlement. Besides being an enormous stockpile for resources that is even able to store water, the market is responsible for distributing resources within your settlement. What's more, it also increases your settlers' confidence.
Okay, so we want to build a market. Now, our settlers will go and grab resources from the market, so food and stuff like that. So I don't want to build it right next to our RV just because there's not really a point in building it right next to there. So I think I am going to build it up here, seeing as how we are going to, or maybe right here, because we are going to extend our houses, our residential area, more up that way. As I will be eventually over here, because we don't want to have people too far away from the jobs either. So let's see, our storage. So you can actually decide what you want to keep in certain storages. So if I click on the raw material, it will actually empty every raw material and just keep everything else. But for now, I want to store everything. Okay, so now we have to build a market. Market. These things are huge. So let's build that. I kind of want it centered. So that's 1 off the road. That's 2. That would be 1. Okay, so it's not going to be centered. So we'll just leave that there. Okay, we're going to right away assign 2 settlers to the logistics position. Okay, this is actually going to take a while. We are going to have to build some more houses. All right. So let's see here. If I do that, let's see. I can buy a house. It'll be -8. I don't want to put anything too close to here. Maybe right here should be fine. But that's where my pastures are. How about right here, maybe? We'll put it right here. We'll put this one right beside the other one, I guess. Yeah, that should be a good spot. And why can't I build it? That's weird. Oh, because of the road, maybe? Okay, then, here, okay, I'm gonna just put down my other fields just so that I can plan out my village. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go down to 10 and 10 by 10. There we go. And we'll do that here again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's 10. And 10. Okay. Just planning a little bit for the future. So I know not to build anything else in that area. Because when we do put down a... See, I can't put it down yet. But when you do put this down, the irrigation plant to water your fields, it does have an area effect. So I like doing it this way so that I can get the most covered as possible. So I'll get 4 fields covered from the water. 26 people. Okay, so now I can decide that I want to put my other shelter right around here. So let's... Road is there. Let's do it like this. So like that and like that. Okay, they're still building the market. It's taking a lot of resources. Okay, these we are just going to turn off. You can turn those off with the cogwheel, the spinning cogwheel. We'll just turn them off. They're paused at the moment. Oh, what are all these people getting? Oh, the apples maybe? Or the plums? Wait, I want to see. Okay, let's go slow. Where are they all going? Oh, I think they're all going to shovel out the radiation? Yeah, those guys are. Okay. Alright then. Well, then we'll speed back time. So I'm going to click on build next just because I really want to make sure that this is what gets built. So scrap and plastic. I wonder if I could add, I'll add a couple more builders. There we go, 5. So now we got 5 out of 5 builders. It'll go faster. There we go.
Logisticians are able to amass resources from the whole settlement and bring them to the market. This improves the flow of your products and leads to your settlers having to walk shorter distances to fulfill their individual needs. The combination of these attributes makes the market the ideal building when you want to enlarge or even relocate your settlement.
The larger your settlement gets, the farther some settlers have to travel to get to all the food you produce. To make life a little easier for them, you can build food stations. Logisticians, I can't say that word, I'll just say logistics, who work at a food station will collect food from your storage buildings and production facilities and bring it to the food station. Okay, so let's build, I'm gonna build a food station in the industrial area. Just so that they can eat. Nope. Nope. There we go, food station. So it's just a little building. And we'll put it over here, just like that. And we need to assign one more person to logistics. There we go. And whoops, my map is rotated. So this is telling me what? There is no water, radiation suit, or scrap tools. Okay, well that's because we're not building radiation suits. I will move the area just so that it can go and collect water. You want to make sure that it's covering basically everything that's producing stuff. So that should be good. Or now it's not telling me that it's missing stuff. And it will also go and collect decontamination kits so that if there is ever any radioactive food or water, it will decontaminate it in the market. Okay, let's go back on medium speed. As you can see, our crops are getting irradiation because it is raining. It is highly contaminated rain. Eventually, you can actually build a weather station, and that will allow you to cover your fields. You can't cover the orchards, but you can cover your fields. And also, if you use the irrigation plant, if your irrigation plant is filled with uncontaminated water, your plants won't get contaminated. They shouldn't anyways, from what I remember, unless they change that. Okay, wow, we really need to build that. So let's build this next. Because we really need to build that. How are we doing scrap-wise? Let's see. We have no more. All right, let's change the field of work. So here there's only 115. Let's get our scrap from here. That way we will take the scrap away. And I am going to save my game. Okay. Okay, so we're just waiting for that shelter to be built. And I am gonna add a couple more people into logistics. How many extras? 32. Wow, okay. We'll fill this up completely. Whoops. There we go. Okay, we're still waiting on this food station to be built. Alright. Oops, I'm paused. Okay. Oh, because I saved my game. I was wondering why nothing was happening. This one, yeah, we'll do all settlers. Okay. So we still have 6 homeless people, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. And now they should be building this. Okay, build next. Okay, so with the new food station, your settlers are now able to supply themselves with food directly on site. If your settlement is supposed to grow even further, you can think about whether you want to provide additional food stations. So distributing food at your settlement is going to prove to be extremely practical. However, your settlers not only need food to survive, they need water too. To be able to distribute water in a targeted manner, you can build a water point. Ooh, that's new. Last time I played, I did have the food. Ooh, electric water pump. That's new too. So where do you find the water points? Oh, it's in logistics. Okay, so it's just like a little pump. What does that look like? Oh, it's just a little building. Okay, well, we'll build that right here, beside here. Just gonna leave room for the road to go up in between. All right. And we need to assign one more settler to logistics. Just gonna back up a bit. Hey, as you can see, the amount of children that we have has gone down because a lot of our about half of our population are in shelters. So we have one there, and we have one there. So I wonder if I were to say just old and infertile, it makes more homeless people. Okay. Yeah, we'll go all settlers. Yeah, okay. Cuts it by half. We'll leave it at that. For now, anyway. Okay, so this is the little food. Fresh food. So what is he storing? So all types of food, uncooked food, and processed food. Okay. You can choose what you want them. Because eventually you will be able to build a kitchen. And you'll be able to process food, and the food lasts longer. It fills people up more. So what do you have in your storage? So you do have some decontamination. Fish, berries, mushrooms, plum, and cabbage. And there is our water point. So people will be able to come and get water. Now that your settlers also have a water point available, they can supply themselves with water and food. Similar to how it's done at the food dispensaries, this enables you to precisely control at which places your settlers are able to attend to their needs. So now workers don't have to go all the way to the RV or the market or their house to be able to go eat or drink, which is a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here for today. We will come back tomorrow with another video of Endzone, A World Apart. We are going to continue with the tutorial. If you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.